that I can make plain to you and to the community what my sentencing of you involves and what it does not involve. Let me first say something about this context. 1. At the time you returned to Australia to face these charges, you were one of the most senior figures within the Catholic Church globally. 2. You remain a cardinal of the Catholic Church. 3. You are a figure of significant interest to those of Catholic faith and to the public generally. 4. There has been extraordinary and widespread publicity and public comment which has surrounded you for a number of years. 5. Some of this publicity has involved strong, trenchant, and sometimes emotional criticism of you. 6. Indeed, it is fair to say that in some sections of the community, you are a publicly vilified figure. Whoa. 7. Finally, I am also conscious that I am sentencing at a particular time where in recent years there has been the exposure of child sexual abuse within institutional settings, including within the Catholic Church. Having said little about this context, it is important for me, it's important for me to now make some remarks concerning how this context relates to my sentencing of you today. Firstly, I am required to sentence you today in accordance with the rule of law. This is a critical feature of our criminal justice system. The rule of law demands that when I sentence you, I must do so independently of any outside influences, only upon the evidence before me and upon established legal principles. This means sentencing you without fear or favour. Further, you are to be punished only for the particular wrongdoing you have been convicted of in this indictment of sexually abusing 2 boys in the 1990s, and only of that wrongdoing. It is critical that you understand that this is the basis upon which I sentence you today. It is vital that the community understands this as well. As I directed the jury who convicted you in this trial, you are not to be made a scapegoat for any feelings or perceived failings of the Catholic Church. Fuck not. Nor are you to be sentenced for any failure to prevent or report child sexual abuse by any other clergy within the Catholic Church. You have not been charged with or convicted of any such conduct or failings. This leads me to say something of the other victims of clerical or institutional sexual abuse who may be present in court today or watching or listening elsewhere. This sentence is not and cannot be a vindication of your trauma. Cardinal Pell has not been convicted of any wrongs committed against you. Cardinal Pell does not fall to be punished for any such wrongs. I recognise that you seek justice, but it can only be justice if it is done in accordance with the rule of law. He goes on for a whole lot of other shit. Now I turn to the facts of this case. You fall to be sentenced on the basis consistent with the jury verdict on your trial. It was common ground at the plea that this effectively means that you are to be sentenced on the basis of an account of the victim J who gave evidence at trial. Your counsel accepts this. I must at law give full effect to the jury's verdict. It is not up to me to second guess the verdict. What this means is that I am required to accept and act upon J's account. This is what the law requires of me, and this is what I will do. In the latter part of 1996 and into 1997, whilst the Archbishop of Melbourne, you conducted Sunday sermon mass at St Patrick's Cathedral in East Melbourne. The 2 victims, one of whom is now deceased, were choiristas or choir boys who performed singing during mass. They sang in furtherance of singing scholarship each had at a private Catholic high school. I have anonymised my sentencing remarks so that the identities of the victims are not published. These anonymised remarks I refer to the victims as J and R. Blah, 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 blah. What? Now turning to the 2 episodes of offending. In the latter part of 1996, at the conclusion of one Sunday solemn mass, which was delivered by you, the victims formed part of a procession outside the cathedral, walking back toward their choir room. The victims were still wearing their quaerista's robes during this time without asking permission. The victims separated themselves from the procession and made their way via the priest's sacristy corridor to the priest's sacristy. This area was off limits to the public. The priest's sacristy was also customarily off limits to quaeristas. Once inside the priest's sacristy, each of them drank some sacramental wine kept in an alcove within the priest's sacristy. After Mass, you entered the priest's sacristy alone. You were still robed. The priest's sacristy was the area you used for disrobing at that time. When you entered the priest's sacristy, you planted yourself in the doorway and said something like, "You're in trouble," to the victims. You and the victims sort of froze at that moment. Then you started to move something underneath your robes, like your trousers or belt. Shortly after this, you committed an indecent act upon R, who is now deceased. This involved pulling R aside, pulling out your penis, grabbing R by the back of the head with one hand and placing R's head and face in close proximity to your genital region. This occurred while R was crouched in front of you and you were standing. R was squirming, struggling and flailing while this was occurring. Jay saw R's face. R was terrified. At one point, R said, Can't you let us go? We didn't do anything." R also called out no and help. This incident with R lasted about a minute or two. This is charge 1 on the indictment, indecent act. A short time after this, you turned your attention to Jay. Then you sexually penetrated Jay. This involved pushing your erect penis into Jay's mouth. You pushed Jay's mouth onto your penis for a short period of time, in the order of about 2 minutes. Jay to use his words, was freaking out when this happened. This is charge 2 on indictment, sexual penetration. Then you committed further indecent acts with Jay. You told Jay to take off his pants and you started touching his genitalia with your hands. What the fuck? Holy shit. Then a month later, you fucking pushed yourself against Jay. Oh, you pushed yourself up against Jay against a wall and then grabbed his bloody genitals. Holy shit. Wow. What the fuck? That is fucked up. Breach of trust and power. What the fucking hell? Jesus, it's fucking, it goes on and on and on and on. Wow. Alright, let me fucking start YouTube. That is fucked up, man. I just, like, they should be fucking, I don't know, shot, have their fucking cock and balls removed. I fucked. Well, the stream's better at something straight up because it went to auto 480 instead of defaulting to auto 144.
Rangers, our life here is one of sacrifice. We protect Gondor here. In this
that's right. What was that thing that you forgot to do before catching Gollum?
That is ours. We must.
about those blue fucking towers too, dude. Damn, they're fucking trying to fight each other. Two of them are fighting someone else. Just let them fight each other until they fucking do something. Ambush. Oh. Yeah, not kidding. That is a fair distance away, bud.
These menfolk are surprisingly tough. We gotta come down on them harder.
Harder, eh? Ah, that sounds like a good job for my sword to slip in your anus. Oh. Any others around? Or is he by himself? He's an elite captain? Oh. So far you've been fucked up by every elite captain you've gotten after, dude. Oh, he's the flesh burner. He's the one with the fucking... Oh, okay. Well, that fucking... What the fuck is this shit? Okay. What the hell? What the fuck? Oh, man, I'd love to buy one of those, but I ain't got that sort of money. Got to buy a fucking another phone, too. Yeah, I went to use mine the other day in bed, plugged the headphones in so I could listen to it. And the headphone plug, I don't know, something's fucking wrong with it, but it doesn't work. Actually, I haven't fucking pulled the bloody cover off to see if I can see back in it. Of course, you have to take the whole fucking goddamn thing apart. Jesus fucking Christ. You could just die? Oh. Oh, fuck.
Who's there?
That's not good, dude. That's not good at all, man. Do you? Huh. In that case, I might go and get some fucking biscuits and shit and munch. You can't. Yeah, right, no worries, man. I'll be back shortly.